Alright, so I'm done working as a waiter, running around the restaurant serving food and wiping tables like how I bring nothing to the table when I'm the table. Therefore, I got another part-time job as a retail sales assistant. And sometimes this job makes me want to pull out every single strand of my hair off the scalp cause it is so mildly infuriating. I've worked as a part-time sales assistant before during my gap year, so I've already had some prior experience. It's not tiring, but really infuriating, and The first trial of getting this type of job is already testing my patience. 1 minute you'll be stepping into the store asking for a job, and the next minute you'll be spending 20 minutes filling out everything in the job application. Leave me alone, bro. I've already had my SPM and you're making me answer even harder questions. My education level? I dropped out of high school but still got into Hustle University. My marital status? I love cheese. The paper is forcing me to choose single cause the only other answer is married. If my girl ever finds this out, she's gonna make me sleep outside the house. The reason for leaving my previous job? I got fired cause I was going to Keluang man in the kitchen. Have you ever been convicted of a criminal tax fraud? You actually have to fill out the job applications for nearly every job one lah. But most F&B jobs won't make you go through this phase cause they are already short on staff and they want you to suffer the minimum wage as soon as possible. Oh, you submitted the form ah? Good. Now you will get interviewed by the same employer who was staring at you jotting on a paper for the past 20 minutes. Sell me this pen. Shut up, bitch. Just give me the damn job and I'll sell you my kidney. I might sound like a broken record, but rude customers are my number one ops. I would rather pull up to clang than to suffer mental damage cause at most, some random crackhead would just stab me in my stomach and I would just die from bleeding out. It's a painful death, but at least I die fast. Face to face with a low-life scumbag customer has to be the longest, most excruciating pain a man can ever imagine. I thought retail sales assistant would be a much better job to have in the service industry. Boy was I as wrong as Zimbabwe printing too much money. I can write a whole ass dissertation on this topic but I'll try not to. Cause I don't know how to write a dissertation. Human complexity is what built the structure of current society. It gave us philosophy, McDonald's, Ramly Burger, and phones smarter than dolphins. But somewhere between fire and Wi-Fi, comfort has created rude customers. The one majestic species to make my brain cells age 15 years. I'm a logical person who recognizes numbers as facts, a man who pieces up the jigsaw puzzles into an outcome and states a conclusion. What I'm trying to say here is I will mention customers coming from different countries and races, but that don't mean I hate them, nor conspire any hate towards them. I'm not a racist, cause the true racism is the friends we made along the journey. Chinese from China, very Gina from Dongsan. Chinese men will normally walk in with a beer belly and talk like no one in a 5-meter radius can hear them. The look on the face they give you is worse than the way they speak. Cannot see one. By looking at their face alone, I can already feel my blood boiling. And for Chinese women, not like typical Malaysian amoy or lalamu, you know. Their faces are paler than the cocaine as if they shower in makeup. Their attitude is really bitchy one lah. You talk to them and they won't give you a response. Oh my god! Walao, I talk to you, don't want to respond ah. What am I? A standing sex doll ah? 我操你妈，屌你老母啦！最後個買高東西哦。Oh, she bought an 89 ringgit t-shirt. Okay, moving on. Indian customers from India, another infuriating customers to serve. Some will randomly spawn outside the store cause India is not for beginners. Most will come in, open the shirt, throw the shirt back on the shelf and leave. And now I gotta fold the shirts back. Then I remember when I was working at Birkenstock and an Indian family came into the store. They tried on the display shoes and said they didn't fit. Then I had to go to the back of the storeroom and climb up the ladder to get the sizes they wanted to try on for like 3 to 4 times. Even when the size fitted perfectly well, they would still want me to get another size. I got another pair for the one last time. They tried it on. They thought for a while, and you know what they said? We have to think about it, thank you. They left the store and I was left alone with 10 pairs of shoes on the ground. Like, what in the actual fuck? Some will actually buy one lah. But there was this one time when I was checking out for 2 Indians. One is the actual customer and the other one might be his male soulmate lah, I think. The actual customer bought quite a lot and gave the cash to his soulmate. His soulmate then threw the money on the counter. I was flabbergasted. Like actually, flabbergasted. I have been disrespected in so many ways. This is the first time I see someone throw money in front of me. Dey! I know you have money one life, not how else you come to Malaysia. Swim here, is it? Is that for real how Indians treat people back in India? Throwing money into the 30-year-old oil just to pay for their fried food? Just nuke India at this point. To the good Indians in India, like the one Indian family who were actually really nice to me, I love you. Your souls are now free. And then we have rich brats with no social understanding. Here's a quick story for y'all. A dude wearing a pair of Ray-Bans came in with his college friend. That friend looked like someone who deserved to get punched in the face. You're just being mean. Trust the process. The story hasn't ended yet. So basically the Ray-Ban man wanted to buy a shirt, but our outlet in Fahrenheit didn't have the stock at the time. However, there was another outlet in Times Square that had the stock. So the employee told him to go to Times Square to pick up the shirt, but he kept insisting to get the shirt here in Fahrenheit because he didn't want to walk there. The reason being, he wanted to book up Wasa already in 2 hours. Then the employee and Ray-Ban man just started quarreling until our manager came out. Our manager basically said the same thing and Ray-Ban man was mad. Ray-Ban man couldn't wait any longer and offered to let our manager hop into his whip just outside the mall and drive to Times Square, cause apparently he couldn't walk to Times Square cause it was far and it takes time. Brother, you're in Bukit Bintang, the very place where walking is faster than your Ferrari. His logic was jamming on the road would be faster than walking to Times Square. So my manager was frustrated and walked himself to Times Square to get the shirt and walked back to Fahrenheit just to sell him the shirt. Ray-Ban man paid for the shirt and left the store, along with his college friend. The best part was the college friend still had the slappable face on, and it got worse the more I turned my head to him. You see? I told you I wasn't tripping. Yeah, basically everyone is a dick lah if they choose to be a dick, regardless of what their color, races, ethnicity or even their religion is. Honorable mention. These are not rude customers, but sometimes they don't even know what size they are supposed to wear even though they clearly have a shirt on their torso. I've seen many people picking the size that is obviously too tight to fit onto their body and shoes that are too big for their feet, which is quite adorable to watch. Daddy, can I wear this shirt? No honey, this shirt is extra large. You're way too small to be wearing it. Plus, it's an improvised explosive word. When you're a retail sales employee, you have to deal with some special colleagues. Not that special, but the type of special motherfuckers who can't give you a break from driving you nuts. Not like food and beverage services. Everyone in the industry is too busy to give a shit about politics and being a dick face. But in the sales retail industry, some workers will have too much time on their hands to piss on your cereal and ask if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. F&B colleagues are just a tutorial for you before you get an office or a retail job. Sure, most of the time your colleagues are accepted in the norms. You will get more free time to chill with your colleagues because customers come and go quickly. Your colleague will tell you how the company system works and tell you how shitty the shopping mall toilet is cause someone took a shit in the sink and there is still no suspect. You will be listening to the facts and story until the other colleague decided to fuck you up cause you're just a new guy. She will run away when a customer step in and tell you to handle them. Then, she will intentionally break your conversation with the customer you're serving and tell him the most obvious things in the world as a way to steal your customers she didn't want to serve at first. After that, she will deliberately confuse you and blame you for doing some questionable stuff. If the sky is sunny, she will argue with a colleague. If the sky is dark, she will argue with another colleague. If it is raining, she will find a way to piss you off. I am speaking this from experience. Who is this person? I won't expose her. Down, you fucking bitch! Yeah, no shit, I know you're from Myanmar and you can speak Mandarin. But could you stop pissing the entire store off? Normal co-worker you wanna piss off, huh? Store manager also wanna piss off. The fucking sales manager you also wanna piss off. No wonder why you got fucking fired lah, dude. Not one single person can be friends with you cause you have a shitty attitude. If I was forced to choose between talking to you or smelling a Bangla's armpit for 5 times, I would 100% still choose the armpit. And to the colleague who takes his time choosing music for a store when there are a shit ton of customers at the counter, I respect your music taste, but could you please move your fat ass? We're trying to work here. And you listen to Ice Spice, so I'm gonna have to hate you even more. To be honest, there is no point for me to complain here and there lah, cause this is what I signed up for. But I have a YouTube channel, so I might as well squeeze out the experience as my content. In a nutshell, I don't know anymore lah. Pogade, pogade, ni irunta, na ni rumpen. Pogade, pogade.